Remember these 5 words. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Hear that again. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. It will help you in every single type of walk of life. I learned it from an autonomous rational agent when I was around 15 years old. And just autonomous rational agent from a philosophical point of view is just someone who is an elder that has had a lot of experience in life. So they have a right to say what they're going to say, and you should really hold it to value because they kind of been through this stuff, if you know what I mean. That has moved me ever since. I've held on to it ever since I was 15, and I'd like to share that with you because it has helped me a lot. And it's definitely going to help me with this journey I'm on right now. I'm working on an invention that is going to help maintain a cleanliness to our roads in a sorts, even with debris. When you have flash flooding, there's a lot of debris on the roads after that, and the township is spending a lot of money just trying to clean that stuff up. So they could use the help. They can use an inventor's help in a sense. I'm doing it for them as well because there's not enough acknowledgement for what the state workers do and the actual people on the roads, like the town's crew. I had a guy, 25-year-old veteran for the Department of Transportation, per se. I had him sign an NDA, and we discussed about 4 hours in length on my invention and, what he does, being on the road crew for that long, and, what he's seeing and all the materials that they deal with, the amount of time that they spend, the amount of money that they make doing all this work. And there's definitely a need for outside sources to help, because if the Department of Transportation's getting help, so they're spending less money in the sense of litter and maintaining the roadways, they can spend that money that they were spending on the roads to clean it up on actually building the roads better, building the bridges better, because the whole allocation of the money, that's the real problem here. It's the same thing with the government. Now, I'm not no economist, and I'm not saying this is factual, but if you really just look at the money, look where the flow of money is going in all these directions, and how, yes, there's a lot of government companies that really, why are they even exist? You're just adding more extra time through a regulatory process, like a policy or like a permit or zoning. They have to go through all these steps. It's like you're wasting time, which is wasting money, because time is money. Like I said, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So I'm going to start a movement. And it's going to be unlike your movements that you see now. Because, you got the women's rights movement and then you also had the Martin Luther King movement. And you have the Black Lives Matter movement. You also got the tree huggers, the people also literally laying down in the street. It's like, that's the movement, and that's expressing yourself, but there has to be a different way of doing that, and I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to start by heading to my local university here in Pennsylvania, the one I'm at, ESU, East Stroudsburg University. Of course I have to get in contact with them to let them know I'm going to show up, and it's considered a spontaneous event for like the general public to host not really political free speech type of debate, but to show up there, you have to still go abide by their policies. And of course that's what I'm trying to do. It's just like proper preparation prevents poor performance. I'm not setting myself up here just where I go over there just as I always start talking to students. It's like, yo, what the heck you doing here? Who the hell are you? But no, I gotta start. I need more data, like physical data. Like they say, the data, you don't need the data, but you do in the sense of the real, people's actual perspective on things. Because if I can change the minds of the students by just thinking differently about plastics and differently about regulations towards these chemicals that are not being regulated. Like, it is still crazy to me that REACH is not implemented here in the States, and it really needs to be. And that's part of the movement I'm going to express, because I want it to reach Congress. I want it to reach them. I want them to discuss this REACH, because it really, it's like ideal. It's looking out for us. It's looking out for the average person, making sure that their products that they get aren't full of other types of chemicals that made those products. So when you're using that product, you're actually getting extra chemicals put into that product. Like, we don't need that. We don't need it. There needs to be better regulations put into place. So, I mean, I just said a lot, but I got to start somewhere, and this journey is not easy. I mean, but I plan on making it bigger, because actions need to be done. And just don't forget, proper preparation prevents poor performance. God bless.